Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Today we are doing the newest Shinryu fight. So this is Squall Shinryu fight. And so I did one on stream. I was kind of unsuccessful, but I went in again off camera right after the stream. And I actually ended up liking this team right here. Warrior of Light just makes you feel really safe. I did recently get and green his BT. I bought it with tokens. I really liked Warrior of Light, and I wanted the BT just for extra auras. Sarah's been really nice. I wanted to showcase her a little bit more. And, you know, I couldn't, use Garnet here because you got to stay away from elements in this fight. And then I wanted to really try Tifa because the one thing is I feel like they didn't do a good job showcasing Squall in this fight. Because Squall really wants to be in an AoE fight. Well, this fight is almost like a single target fight. It's almost better for Tifa. So I went ahead and brought Tifa in here. And we did some insane things with Tifa. Like, I can't even explain the kind of damage we put out with Tifa. This fight also is the first time, I guess, I've really felt like Penello's been power crept a little bit in terms of damage. Which I knew would happen, right? And I've always talked about this. Damage gets power crept faster than other things. Penello's still amazing, though, because all of her support and all that still works just as good. But I feel like I might not be using her as my main damage dealer as much. And I think it's just because this fight was so tanky. Like, I needed really, really, really heavy damage to get it done in one force time. So what happened in my stream was I did my normal setup with Penello. I only got him to like 50%, right? Well, what you're going to find is in this fight is we feature Tifa's burst here. And we get it done in one, and actually before, like, we actually do extra damage that we don't need to do, which is really impressive, because this boss is this is one of the tankiest bosses we've had in a while, and the amount of work, like, this gives me a lot more respect for Tifa, because here's the thing, I've always said Tifa's really good, I've always really liked Tifa, but honestly, since she got Echo, I haven't actually used her that much, and I'm glad I brought her out here, because it just reminded me how insane she is. Now, when you're looking at, like, right now her damage, she's doing, like, about 1 mil here, right? Like, in 1.5 mil, like, very good damage. Now, Squall was outputting better than that, like, for normal damage. But where Tifa gets crazy, and I don't have burst effects up yet either, but Tifa's damage, I would say, is very similar to Squall in a lot of ways, but Squall, I think, definitely will outdamage her in, like, AoE fights. But like I said, I think this fight actually caters better to Tifa than Squall. It really is a single target fight because there is one ad, but the ad has very low HP, and that ad will just, like, you pretty much can just target the main boss here. The ad will just die from incidental splash damage and things like that. Like, it will just blow up. Like, you don't really have to target it that much. So I feel like I just really focus on the main enemy. It really does feel like a single target fight, which it's very shocking to me they would do a fight like this for Squall because it really doesn't feature him very well. I think Squall really needed a 3-target fight to really make him look as impressive as he can look. Now, he still looks impressive here. We saw in his showcase, his damage was crazy, right? And I heard people saying, yep, I use Squall with, you know, because I don't have him green, so I can't fully show the ridiculousness of him, like, spamming his EXs. But, you know, people in my chat were like, yep, I was hitting like 30 mil damage shots with him and all that. And I'm like, yep, that's really good. You're hitting like 30 mils a shot. That's really good. Well, just wait and see what Tifa does in this video. Let's put it this way. In this video, you're going to see the highest amount of damage I've ever done in a singular attack. And it's with Tifa. It's actually insane. I actually, like, my jaw dropped when I was playing this on the side. And how much damage Tifa was actually doing in this fight. I was actually a little flabbergasted. Pretty excited for my girl Tifa, right? So yeah, we're just kind of going through. And here's the thing. I'm not bringing a force charger here, right? So this is the rare instance where I don't have a true force charger. So we're just playing the game naturally and just letting our force gauge build up the way it wants to build up. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just going very casual here, right? But man, I've been kind of going back and forth there. 1.7 mil, like, really good for a single shot, right? I've been kind of going back and forth with this guy in the comments of my should you pull for Squall. This dude was, like, so offended that I did not, like, jump up and yell off the rooftop that everybody should summon for Squall. I feel like I had a very honest and fair opinion of Squall. His damage is insane. I've never denied that. His damage is really good. But I stand by the fact that I think Squall is a character that will fall off because it's just damage, right? Pretty much just damage. And his banner doesn't have as much value. The characters on the banner are good, like Squall, Jack Garland, and a Crow, But the reason why I'd say it's not as high value, you got 3 DPS characters there. And it's nicer, like Tifa's banner has more value because you're getting Tifa and Gladio. Gladio is arguably the best tank in the entire game and ages immaculately. Like, for bang for your buck, like that's really the banner to summon on if you're going to choose one of the two, in my opinion, right? But at no point have I ever said Squall is bad. Like, Squall's fantastic. Something you need to know about a gacha game, just because a character is good, it doesn't mean you automatically summon. It doesn't mean their banner is high value, right? I'm just saying Tifa's banner has a little bit more value than Squall's. Anyways, here we are. We just entered force time. All right, this is where it gets exciting. And once again, I cannot believe the amount of damage. So all we do here, and this is where like Luna Freya once again has fallen off a little bit for me. I feel no need to have her quick prayer because I want my other characters to take turns. I can use my echo. It doesn't subtract from my count. It's kind of nice not having to be tied to Luna Freya all the time. Not that Luna Freya isn't still very good. She's ridiculously good. But now it's getting to the point where I really want a lot of echo on the team. And especially the reason why I didn't put Penelo in this run, even because you could use Penelo in, say, Sarah or Warrior of Light spot. But I really wanted triple echo here. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and so we're going to use up our first actual turn, like subtract from the force time, by doing our BT effect here. So Tifa's going to maximize out on this because now she's going to have her ridiculous follow-ups moving forward, right? All right, so here we go. And then with Sarah and Warrior of Light, we're just echoing, right? And I decided to go all in here. I'm just like, let's use up all my echo. Let's go all in, try to get this all done in one force, right? Because when I did the first run on my stream, that I was not successful, I got pretty close. Got him down to like 10%. But I knew that like I'd used up all my force at that point. I knew I was kind of done at that point because I couldn't kill him quick enough. But yeah, so I knew that like if I could get it done in one force, that would be amazing. And I just felt like I wanted to go for it again. I was a little skeptical because, once again, that Penelo setup I used is still very good. Whoops. Hold on, excuse the phone ringing there. Holy cow. I know Penelo still does a lot of damage in that setup, and the fact we only got 50% done, that was just like, holy cow, this guy's tanky. All right, so we're at turn 9. So this is where I was debating. I was like, do I save another Tifa force? And I'm like, nope, let's just go for it. Let's put in the big damage. Because it's not only you're increasing the gauge, but you're getting really big damage from these shots, right? So let's see what we get from here. At 354, well, now we got follow-ups with it. And this is where Tifa's damage gets insane. 20 mil right there already. So just a 20 mil shot, and we're very early in force time already. So that's telling me Tifa's going to do insane damage. And here's the thing. I put Reigns on her. So Tifa with Reigns, we're going to be launching this whole time, and our Brave's going to be looking good. So even Warrior of Light just shoving out a 10 mil shot, and he's not a damage dealer by any means. He's there for the tanking. Sarah puts up really good damage, and she's got her, you know, Force Echo going here, which is very good. Okay, and what do we got for damage here from Sarah? With the Link reunion, yeah, 13 mil, pretty good, right? For Sarah being just like an insane support character with really good debuffs. All right, so they're going to go on attack. I've got Warrior of Light, so I feel like ultra safe here. No worries. I'm getting pretty close to wanting to do... So I do decide to Reigns here, because my thought is I can Reigns, go down to turn 8, enter Burst Phase, and then if I don't kill him, I can pop the Bahamut Summon and then get a one big attack at the end. And then I know I've got a few turns of safety in case we're feeling like we're in a dire position. But I'm actually getting kind of hopeful with the amount of damage. Like with how low the health is getting, I'm like, I think we actually can do this. Because Tifa's damage is so huge. And once again, I think this fight caters better to her than Squall. It's more single target. Like, look, we got one big dude sitting there, right? And Tifa, I think, is going to outdamage Squall in this situation. So let's go ahead and go crazy here. So yeah, I'm going to Meteor Crusher. I'm already at 700%, by the way. That's the power of Echo. And watch the damage. We've got Rain's Call, right? Like, look at the damage we're going to do here. It's absolutely crazy. Cannot believe the kind of damage we output here. It's like a new level for me. It is like a new level. So 32 mil. So I saw that and I'm like, are you kidding me? We're doing 32 mil. We just started Force. We've got 6 more attacks of this. And it's still going up. So let's full throttle. Sure. Get the double follow-ups. The numbers are insane out of Tifa. Like, dude, she feels so good to play. Like, insane damage. Insane damage. So yeah, 34 mil. Okay. So we're hitting 30 mil plus on every attack. We're feeling like Enna Crow shots every attack right now. Everything's a nuke. So we'll just beat rush. Sure, 15 CP attack. Okay. 15 CP attack. Let's see what we got here. So 39 million. That was on the 15 CP attack. We still have 40 mil shot. 40 million. Pretty good. We still got more attacks coming. We're still building the gauge technically. So sure, let's Dolphin Blow. This is going to put us to max force gauge. Okay, let's see what we got here. Double follow-ups. Tifa's busted, dude. Tifa's so good. And she's got the Echo, yeah. With Gladio on her banner, like, I definitely would. Yeah, 45 million. And now we're at max. So now I'm like, okay, let's pop the extra force attack. And this right here, this is going to be the biggest attack I've ever done in one swing. This is insane. For one swing, I have never done this much damage in one attack. Here it comes. How much damage? Predict in the comments. What do you think this is going to be? This is max gauge, FR attack during burst, BT effects are up. We've got launching. How much damage do we get? This is more than I've ever done with Enna Crow, by the way. Watch the damage. This is crazy. This is so crazy. 73 million damage in one attack, you guys. That's like an entire burst phase for some characters. We just did 73 million on one single attack, and bam, boss is dead. We're done 3 turns early. Like, absolutely annihilated this guy. And we're still attacking. So even if he hadn't died, we still had a Bahamut summon to pop off with another huge attack at the end of this. It would have been Warrior of Light, which wouldn't have been crazy. Probably would have done an LD attack. Or his EX if it was up, which I think it is, actually. Yeah, so we could have EX there. But yeah, this dude is a dead duck. And watch the burst damage here. This is for, you know, we've seen really big burst numbers, but this is like triple target fight. The ads can't die. This is single target. We just did 300 million damage. Single target with Tifa. Are you kidding me with this girl right now? Absolutely crazy. And this is with Warrior of Light. Like, we could have had a better aura unit in Warrior of Light slot and maybe even increase the damage or an off turn. So Tifa's showing out huge here. Absolutely ridiculous. Annihilated that fight. 300 mil burst phase. 73 million on one attack. You guys let me know if you think Tifa's good or not, but I think she's insane. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.